And our severe weather coverage.
Yeah, I got to buy that snow blower. Next year, severe weather coverage on Good Day Wisconsin. The entire area, really, just over the last half hour, really encompassed for the most part by a heavy snow band that's really moved. Notice the bands were starting to move from the east to the west, and then everything kind of came together here from Clintonville through the Green Bay area in Appleton. You go down to Oshkosh, still in the heavier snow. Manitowoc, still snowing heavily in Denmark, where 2.5 inches has been reported just about a half hour ago. Now, you notice the pinks on the map here in Door County. Don't let that fool you, because I've had reports that that is not a mixed precipitation. That is actually some snow falling there, too. In Marinette, you had the snow start a little bit later than the southern portion of our viewing area. Berlin has reported 3 inches of snow on the ground from our Facebook page from one of the storm trackers there. 29 degrees in Shawano, and you can see snowing here in Appleton. This is a live look from our Avenue cam, 30 degrees. And just 3 hours ago, hardly anything was on the ground. Now snow-covered streets and northeast winds at 16 miles an hour. The entire area under winter weather advisory, and that's in effect throughout the day. For instance, in Brown County until 6 o'clock this evening. 4 to 6 inches of snow in most of the area. Along the lakeshore communities, there could be some pockets even of 7 inches of snow. And you can see what the observations are right now. 30 degrees and snowing heavily in Green Bay, 28 in Clintonville, 32 in Sheboygan, still snowing. Again, 4 to 6 inches in most areas by the time Winter Storm Ethan is done. It will start to diminish in the afternoon hours by about 1 o'clock in the Green Bay area. Speaking of the Green Bay area, the Nashwabinon area, Good Day Wisconsin weekend meteorologist Doug Higgins has been out there for the last 3 hours, and it's good packing snow, right, Doug?
It's great packing snow, Pete. Check this out. Great snowball.
Yeah.
I could have hit the camera. I didn't want to.
You don't want to, sure.
No, I get in trouble that way. But you look at me. I'm covered in snow. I've been out here about 3 minutes, and this is what it's doing out here. It's snowing pretty good. I took a measurement for you, Pete. 1 inch of snow on the ground.
Okay. And
it keeps coming down. And you know, the big thing out here is obviously everyone's seeing snow here in northeastern Wisconsin. We're getting reports anywhere from 1 inch here in Green Bay to 3 inches down in Oshkosh and Fond du Lac. Well, I had to ask a driver locally here at the Shell gas station, and Tracy Baskin, and I had to ask him. I said, Tracy, what were the roads like? And this is what he had to say.
Drive's been kind of horrible actually so far. It's a little slippery. I'm sure it could get worse, but right now it's still bad.
So what do you think about this winter?
It's crazy. I've been driving to Oshkosh all winter. One time it took me 2 hours just to get there, 2 hours to get back, 4-hour trip just to work. It's been ups and downs, 50 degrees here, 30 degrees here, 20 degrees here. I'm just ready for it to be over with.
Did you give yourself any extra time to get there?
No. Kind of looked out the window this morning and saw all the snow. I kind of figured it was going to be slush just because of the warm weather we were having, but I was wrong once again.
We're wrong some of the time there, Tracy, but like many people who commute across northeastern Wisconsin, especially if you're traveling south of Green Bay, you're just going to run into more snow. This is the heavy, wet snow. It's sticking out a lot of things, and I just want to look behind me. One thing I'm a little bit concerned about is the stoplights right here are starting to get real snow covered. This is very sticky snow, so you certainly can't see the sign that says Lombardi Avenue on it, and stoplight is starting to get pretty thick with snow. So for travelers out there, not only you're going to have to worry about the slick roadways, but also a lot of the signage is covered up with snow. So be careful while traveling out there. Again, use all the winter things that you usually do with traveling. Keep it slow, brake lightly, and give yourself plenty of extra time to get to your destination safely. If you want to know more on our weather, go to fox11online.com. You can see all of our cameras we have showing the snow coming on down. We've got links to the Department of Transportation website on all the roadway conditions. And am I missing anything else, Pete?
I don't think so, but I thought you were, it was very interesting to point out, and I remember that story we did a few years ago about a lot of those stoplights becoming LED lights. It used to be that they'd heat up and the snow would melt, and now they don't, because they're LED lights. They're energy efficient, but you have problems with this heavy, wet snow.
Yeah, they're not giving out the heat. And, you know, the past storms we've had have been the real fluffy snow, so it kind of blows out of that area. But right now, looks like they're kind of snow covered by the looks of it. So be careful out there.
Got to think of all those things. Thanks, Doug. And the snow will diminish as the day goes on. 33 degrees at 3 o'clock, 32 degrees at 7 o'clock. Rachel?